Okay, guys, we're back. We're putting some Madden now. Got some Flying Horrors. And this is, Fruity Pebbles. It's a hit for you. Let's get into the game. Go against the Rams, guys. Let's go.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys, next on Madden Football.
Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Dallas. Here's Smith on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. So the Rams offense getting out there for their opening drive of the game. And leading them out as one of the game's all-time leading passers. The top pick back
Leave
in
it down the
2009.
chat who your favorite football team is.
Stafford just
As you
continues
can
to
tell
fight
who
off
mine
injuries, and
is.
he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age, we see the arm fall apart. We see the...
Yeah.
They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's pretty obvious why you go pass on that first snap. You're trying for a big strike and to take this home crowd out of it. But Kate, here's the problem. All it did was energize this building. Listen to it. Listen to these fans as they get louder starting off with a sack.
That's a reception for Tyler Higbee.
Damn.
The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First carry now for Kyron Williams. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On second down, a run with Williams.
Yes.
And once again, he doesn't manage much
Don't
before getting brought down. Call it 1
First
yard there. So
down.
consecutive 1 yard runs brings up 3rd and 8. Shotgun snap to Stafford. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Doesn't matter, they lost all that yardage.
Behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
Collects this at the 35. And he's going to set him up on a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
He's fast, but not fast enough.
For their opening drive. And leading them out from Central Michigan, an undrafted free agent back in 2017, and still here, it's Cooper Rush.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Oh, he's keeping it again. And he's able to drive this to the 29 for the stop.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 8. He's on the move. Took off with it again. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
And I get it to bring a touchdown.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Cowboys.
We're only gonna do it for touchdowns, not for
Great
goals.
play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time. A touchdown out of it as well.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's Smith on the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Rams headed back after their second drive now. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs, against the better defenses in this league.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
It was a nice sack, actually.
Pushes them back. 3rd down.
Very nice.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down. And he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, you gotta understand. I gotta cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
Again! You got
has them staring at a tough 4th down.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the game with this game.
Boom.
Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right things
Right
said,
there, throw him down.
whatever it is, this defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
The Rams are set
Let's
to
see who
punt.
gets the ball this time.
He wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. Picked up at the 38. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return. Markers reset, ball at the 37. Throwing, Rush. Flushed out of the pocket. He takes it himself. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Up to the
That was a
line, and they're set.
good run.
1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Rolling left, buying some time. Now here he goes again. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. 2nd and 3 now.
Let's go now.
Rush now to throw. Chased out to his right. And he's
So close. Guys.
They
So
clearly
close.
haven't been giving his running ability the respect it deserves, considering what he's been able to do to them on the ground thus far.
If you want to destroy the morale of a defense, have a running quarterback like this.
Here we go.
Because you can do so many things right, but this is the X factor you can't contain.
And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cowboys take a 13-0 lead. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise, and in the end brought the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down, and when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
Yes,
Aubrey
it's
good
good.
on the point after. And the Cowboys drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Ooh.
Here's Smith on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Possession switching back to the LA offense as they head out. And it's far from the first time we've seen this
again.
even happen. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, no, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
Oh,
It's
sure.
like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
They get an even 10 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a first down. Throwing now, Stafford. That's taken in by Cup. We're working a couple yards past the line. Donovan Wilson getting there for the stop. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Straight ahead with Williams. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down. 1 yard, all that's needed. This is 3rd and inches. They stay on the ground with Williams. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. They fake the handoff now, Stafford. Finds his back, Kyron Williams. And he's going to step out with no gain. And we will not get another play. That's going to do it for the first quarter. Our score, 14-0. Back to AT&T Stadium in just a moment. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Rams football. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Stafford from the gun. And there we go. The Cowboy defense gets it done. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
They lost some yardage. Good on me.
Stafford back to throw. Throw complete to Williams.
That's the
Not only does he go in the wrong
Really
direction,
wrong
but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. The Rams are set to punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. He manages 13 on this punt return. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Rush looking to pass. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Then I got the first down.
16 on the pickup. And that's good for the Cowboys' first down. Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He calls his own number again.
Another one.
Play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. I'm just taking a guess here, Brock, that they were so concerned with his passing prowess that they forgot this dude can deal quite a bit of damage with his legs, too.
Yeah, this is where offenses in the NFL are blurring with the college game. They want guys running the show who can light it up through the air, but just as often torch you on the ground with numbers normally reserved for running backs.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the red zone now. Escapes out to the left. Oh, he's going for it again. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And they're going to spike this one. No, wait, no, they're not spiking it. They're going to throw.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Buying some time left. He's running for it. And his play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards.
And they get to down. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Ready.
Off the play fake, it's Stafford. Dumps it off to his running back. And defenders are there to get him at the line. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle.
Stuck you caught it and then the fumble.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pressure coming, and they take him down.
I'll take
Pushes
that.
him back. 3rd down coming up. Stafford. It's out. That's a long ball. Bouncing near the goal line. And the defender's on it. This is a touchdown. The Cowboys take a 20-zip lead. As soon as that football hit the ground, Brock, we were just waiting to see, would it be 2, would it be 6? Who's going to get on it? It all came down to who jumped on it first.
Yeah, and in that bad race to the football, Kate, it was 6 points that won out. They were alert. As soon as they hit it and forced that ball out, quick to get on it before anybody on offense could try to salvage things and limit that significant damage.
For the point after, here's Aubrey.
Boom.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys stretch their lead to 21. Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Starting from the 5. And a decent return ends as they get him down inside the 30. The Rams headed out to the field now. And they're going to take over in a tough position, Brock, as it stretched to a 21-0 game here in the first half. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hike.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop him behind the line. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another run for Williams. Fought off a tackle, but he lost the football. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle,
That
but the
deserves
next
a
guy
hit.
not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Kate, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. They bring him down at the 7-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards.
Almost at it.
First and goal.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure.
Okay, touchdown here, guys.
Occasionally make plays just like that one.
Vacates quickly left
Touchdown
side.
here.
And they take this in for the score.
Touchdown.
The Cowboys are running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground, part of an offense every single team relies upon.
He's throwing for it. Rolling out to his left. Play, a couple more to their lead. Well, that right there was a beautiful bit of short field artistry, partner, netting them a couple more points following the touchdown.
I love that word, artistry, because that's what you are as a quarterback, right? You have got to sometimes create a picture when there is no.
I think I was gonna make
And this
that.
QB, more than capable of doing it, that just so infuses everyone around you with so much confidence, because it didn't have to be perfect. And still find a way to create one heck of a beautiful painting.
Returning it from the 4. He's brought down to end that return as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
And guys, not even halftime yet. Not even close to, close to halftime. And we're almost at 30. 0.
Can I be honest with you?
I'm gonna get yelled at in that locker room by their coach. Was a clutch.
Following the sack. He'll get this to come. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the stick. Goes to the hurry-up offense here.
Mike! Mike! Mike!
Throwing his Stafford on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker.
No shit.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. First down, ball at the 36.
That's fine.
They go play action here. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it inside the
That's
10.
fine.
He
I
goes
don't
the
care.
distance. Touchdown,
I
LA.
don't care.
The Rams chop some of the lead off before the half. It's a
Got their first touchdown. Big whoopsie to that.
Cardi with the extra point. And the Rams trail by 22 now. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return.
Almost.
Return as he brought it down on
Almost
the
made it all the way. That's one.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
Let's go now. Ready?
Rush. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's going to keep it this time. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Here we go. Set. Ready?
Back now, pressure on its way. Getting out to his left. Taking off with it again. And he'll go down here at the 16. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs. And that run makes some history for him. He's now topped the previous record for rushing in a game by a QB. The previous mark of 181 was held by Colin Kaepernick since those 2013 playoffs, and the mantle now belongs to this guy. And whatever total he reaches before the end of this one. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Halftime.
So we've hit the end of 2. The Cowboys fighting to the halftime lead here in Dallas. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll let you and Brock catch your breath as we welcome the rest of you to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Cardi has it all teed up and ready to send it away. Turpin with a return. And they'll have half the work done for them. He's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing on the run, deep down the middle. And not a great choice on 1st down. It's incomplete, nearly intercepted, actually. So 2nd down coming up. To the air with Rush. Shakes himself free. He's on the move. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
Avoid some trouble there. He'll make a bid for it on the ground.
Oh, 1st down.
He works this to the 38 before going down. He manages a gain of 8 there. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Come on. Set.
Rush now. Buying some time left. Oh, he's calling his own number again. And they bring him down.
Another
Looks like
1st
he got
down.
it to the 27. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
Go.
Here's Rush. He rolls to his right. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Well, there was no sense in taking a risk down the field when a 1st down was just a run away. They'll get to reset now and figure out just how they want to attack a new set of downs.
1st down from the red zone. On the move, headed right. And they're going to get there, and they drop it.
Figure out a move out.
And they're going to have to regroup after this one. Still set up at the 9. It's 2nd and goal.
Set.
Throwing, Rush. Vacates quickly left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Dallas.
1st down.
The Cowboys grow the lead coming out of halftime. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner. But, man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead. Aubrey now
I
to
bet
kick
the
this one
ref
away.
yelled at on
Kickoff taken at the 3.
on halftime.
And this drive will start inside the
They
25.
yelled at the locker
Now
room,
LA
guys.
getting its offense all set to go. And this
Oh my
game
god,
might
that
be
coach
going
probably
better
yelled
if
at
he
them
could have some more time
so
just to
hard.
work back there. This
They're
pass
doing
rush
so
has
hard
been
right
all
now.
over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that
I
they've
do all
managed
this
to
for
get
you
into.
guys.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense,
controller.
these sacks right here, there's such energy givers. And man, it's like a vampire sucking the...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play
Every
drives
little
them
bar of
backward.
yardage.
Second down coming up.
Alert!
Trying again following the sack. It's taken in by Williams. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws...
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Bronk, after getting a big chunk on that return. First down, ball at the 36. Here's Rush to throw. Rolling out to his left. He's running with it. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
I can tell you what, that was the goal from the moment he took off. Kept his eyes locked on the chains and made sure he set them up with a new set of downs. Well done.
Bails out of the pocket quick. He's keeping it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Let's go now.
Working inside the red zone. Flush down out to his left. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Cowboys keeping the pedal floored and adding 6 more. And he's done it so many times before in just this game, Brock. There he is again in the end zone leading that celebration.
Do it all for you guys.
I think so too.
Right? They work on these things. They love these celebrations. But my gosh, he's made a habit of visiting the end zone. And it's his effort, it's his want to, it's his will that has carried this offense forward for much of the game.
Flushed out of the pocket. And he is in for the score. We may not see them kick ever again, partner. They're now 3 for 3 on 2-point tries today. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They go with Williams on the counter. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Sanford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Defense showing blitz. Stafford. Another turnover. This time it's an interception. And the Cowboys are going to get the football inside the enemy 40. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you've got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that, it turns into a 50-50 ball. More times than not, they can make a play and take it away just as they did.
Rush now to throw. Avoids the sack. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
Oh, he's keeping it again. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Took off with it again. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him on with first and goal. Goal to go, they're passing. Rolling left, buying some time. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cowboys pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions
That
to
pretty
be
pepper is
answered.
good,
I'm going
guys.
to guess this is a press
I
conference.
get 10 out of 10. It's starting to really kick in now, guys. So, yeah.
Now the Cowboys electing to try another two-point conversion.
Come on.
Rush looking to pass. Escapes the pocket. And he gets into the end zone again. And this is just automatic for them at this point. Now a perfect 4 for 4, going for 2.
Look at this. Boom. He's like, fuck.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return coming from the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Out come the Rams on offense. And the turnovers have not helped as they find this game out of reach at the moment here in the third. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost control of another one. And the Cowboys scoop it up. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play.
Guys, you know what that means.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown.
And you will take that every day of the week and twice on Sundays. You don't mind.
And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys lengthen the lead at the end of the third. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys continue piling on to this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The offense headed back to the field. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, gotta play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Eric Kendricks there for the tackle. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. From the 27. Finds him over the middle. And that will not be enough for a first down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Rams football, and they're probably ready to just get this final quarter over with. Third down, 1 yard to go. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Donovan Wilson picks it off. And forget the interception, he makes this a big six.
Okay, this is the interception and the touchdown.
Second time they've taken one back on him, Brock. First the fumble return, and now this pick 6.
You know, I point this out to you every defensive meeting room we're in, Kate, when we sit down in these production meetings, and you can see their boards, right? These defenses keep track, and they know if they get a score defensively, their odds of winning through the roof. You get 2, it's almost a certainty.
The Cowboys yet again sending the offense out for a 2-point try. Left. And he won't get away.
The first one little make. That's fine, not up there.
Ooh, this is so tough, Brock. You understand what he was trying to do, make something happen, ended up outside the pocket, but even some added creativity can't yield 2 points here.
Can't get them all, guys.
These 2-point conversions, the real estate just gets gobbled up in a hurry. Not only for the QB, but the receivers as well. Only so much time to try to make something work before that defender said, "Not in my house."
The Rams and Matthew Stafford set to go back on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of... They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
My favorite play. The play that we're good at, guys.
Stafford back to the air. Got Williams, and it's complete. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down.
The play we're good at when they
keeps you on schedule. Makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot
with
easier
a throw.
to
Because we usually intercept it.
Stafford from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
I'm gonna take that.
And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, Kate, it's time to add some players and some names and a team to the all-time record list. It used to read 12 when it comes to sacks, accomplished 5 times. But you know what we just witnessed? We just witnessed the 13th sack of this game in NFL history. This group...
Oh, brother, it's another interception. Deron Bland has it.
See?
And the Cowboys take over just inside the 40. They're a
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
Buying some time left. He takes it himself. Jukes one defender. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. Looking for a throw here. Sheds off a rusher. Now here he goes again. And that's good yardage.
My God, I have to put down that. I'm okay with it.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know, if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Getting out to his left.
Fucking.
He drives this forward to the 6.
He made something out of that play for them. Everyone's so concerned with defending the pass, they didn't quite keep tabs on what he was doing as a QB, and it gave him just enough room to run.
Let's go now.
Throwing here on 2nd and a handful. And he will score. It's a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys throwing 6 more on the blowout. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. So after thinking it over, they're lining up for 2.
Here we go, Shaq. Ready?
He's throwing for it. Flush down now to his left. And he's into the end zone, so the blowout continues as they tack on 2 more. All right, I might have understood this a couple of touchdowns ago. At this point, I'm not sure you can find much justification for going for 2, but they did, and that landslide grows bigger still.
Kate, does this feel personal to you?
Yeah, it does.
It does, right? This feels personal, and honestly, I'm having a flashback to Pete Carroll, Jim Harbaugh, USC, Stanford. After the game, when those 2 went out on the field, like, what's your deal? What's your deal? What's your deal? Keep the camera rolling because this handshake's going to be rather interesting.
Here's Smith on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. Another drive coming up for this offense. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. Stafford now on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Ready?
Stafford back to throw. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
Look at that.
And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
Not a lot of cornerbacks in this league get to the QB in the pass rush, and not just once. That's now twice, Kate. They're going to have to devote some resources to blocking this corner because he's just a different kind of beast.
And he'll at least get this to register as inside the 20 on the stat sheet, as this is down at the 19-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing. Vacates quickly left side. Throwing on the run, deep down the middle. Ooh, almost a throw that cost.
To be honest, I don't make you.
But he dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
What happens?
Let's go.
Buys time, rolling right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. That's good for 7 yards. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
Long good for 7 more yards. Whoa!
They'll throw it. Rolling out to his left. Now here he goes. Dukes out a one-stop. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. He'll throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. Throwing on the run, deep down the middle. And this is going to end up incomplete. Really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Go! They're throwing it. He's on the move. He can run it. And he works this to the 38 before going down. The Rams showing a nickel look. Third down coming up. Setting up a throw. Rolling left, buying some time. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he's brought down beyond the marker. So a first down for them as we've hit the 2-minute warning.
Ready, set. Set.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Forced out to his right. Has it down close. And that's a touchdown, at least for the moment, Brock. But there's a flag out there. I think that they might wipe this one away.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
Damn it!
Would have liked to have kept that big play, but the officials and penalties say no, and it's got to come back. So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We got 2nd and 15.
Ready.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Escapes the pocket. Cut near the goal line. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Cowboys are running them out of the building. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. Well, no doubt about it, Brock. That was a route they worked on in practice, and it manifested in a touchdown with the downs counted here.
And no doubt about it, Kate, you grew up watching and celebrating Jerry Rice running that exact route, didn't you?
Yes, sir. You know it. You know it.
He was so good at it. Every receiver could do it some of the time, but Jerry and the best of them, they do it all the time, just like that one right there.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Ooh, whether they got it or not there, Brock, not going to make too many friends go in that situation.
Yeah, sure felt less about whether they're successful or not, and more just about the fact they don't care. I'll tell you what, they may forget about it. Those guys on the other side, they won't. And they'll remember it the next time they line up against each other.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Wow, it's free again! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. What play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
A chance to pay off their defense's effort as they start out 1st and goal. Throwing now, following the turnover. Escapes out to the left. Continue adding to an insurmountable lead. So an exclamation point there. That caps off one.
Nice one.
I think you'd agree Brock has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
And he's in the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their
Yes.
lead. Well, partner, they had this one in the bag a long, long time ago. But some people,
You sure?
they're just never able to resist running that score up as high as it can go. And apparently that includes going for 2 more there.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture some of just the guys that I played with in the past. Those that really respect the game. You know what this does? This feels like you're disrespecting the game. This NFL, these are the best of the best, and this will come around at some point and bite you. You disrespect the game like this, you run it up on an opponent, you better watch your back down the road.
Now outruns their offense to take over. They watch their fumble turn into points, so feeling maybe a little bit of an urge to make up for that now in this series. Throwing now on first down, Stafford. Wow, it's free again! And the Cowboys scoop it up. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
See if we can get a 90.
Start like this, right, partner? First and goal to begin this one. Rush. Flushed out of the pocket. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Come on, come on, come on.
There's not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Buying some time left.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I'm gonna get 90.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win.
And they fake the spike. They're going to throw it.
Yes.
And they're not stopping the destruction, partner. That is caught. Touchdown. The Cowboys throwing 6 more on the blowout. C.D. Lamb with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Here's Rush. Vacates quickly left side. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
There is the hit for this
Well, they
time.
don't get it, but just the choice to go for it there, Brock. As I'm looking to my right, seeing a partner kind of fuming, a little steam coming out of the head. I'm sure you.
I don't care. We got 94. That's all I wanted.
I really don't.
You don't look at it.
Well, thank you. But yeah, this still just gets me, and I know many others every single time.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fielded at the 14. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. This offense ready to get going again now. And they can really do what they want with these last couple of snaps of 42 because the outcome already decided. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Back now, pressure on its way. He'll get this to come. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped. 2nd and 3 now.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
Here's Stafford. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Come on.
One final shot here. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. So it's a win for the Cowboys. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.
Okay, guys. Peace out.